We legit only got this truck because he won a Daytona, so I guess that's a good thing. Nick Sanchez, number 2, Gainbridge. I think it's supposed to be Fast Lane. Rev Racing Chevrolet for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and his win at Daytona in the fresh from Florida 250. I don't really remember. I don't remember much from this race, but yeah, I do remember it finished under caution. I didn't know he led that many laps though. Huh. But yeah, half the race was under caution. That was ridiculous. And then we had ARCA after that. ARCA went swell. I wish I got the ARCA car. That would have been cool. What a weird diecast. Not a weird diecast, but a weird driver to win Daytona, I feel like. He won 2 races in 2024. Charlotte, I think he was actually pretty fast, but Daytona kind of just felt like a fever dream. I don't remember much of this race, except for they crashed a lot, and it was really annoying to watch. But yeah, here is the trading card of Nick Sanchez Daytona win. He has the most generic face ever, I'm not gonna lie. I've started to dislike him now, solely because he's gone into Parker's ride, which I think Parker actually voluntarily left or something. I don't know. Parker Klugman just needs a win, man. Nick Sanchez has 2 of them. Parker should almost have 2 of them at this point. Anyways, here is the diecast, and it is banged up. A lot of the Daytona cars in 2024 were pretty, like, roughed up and such. So that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, we're excited about that, I'm sure. So anyways, let's take a look at the sponsors first. On the front end, you have Gainbridge. You have Chevrolet with a very high Chevrolet logo on the front grille for some reason. No idea. Number 2, the Simpsons, Sunoco, SKF. A lot of contingencies again. Truck Series. I love when Truck Series diecast now. I love Truck Series diecast now because they have contingencies. That's what I was going to say. Gee, that was terrible. Number 2, a lot more contingencies over there. There's a Spire logo, Private Rev Racing logo, Chevrolet, Nick Sanchez. Does that say Junior? No, I think that's just like his logo or something, or signature logo. Gainbridge. This is supposed to say, well, this is fast. It's fast break. Anyways, on the back end, you have Chevrolet, Gainbridge, visit Gainbridge.io, the Sanchez last name. Number 2, the Craftsman's on the front windshield. And visit Gainbridge.io, Chevrolet Silverado, probably the version of the Chevy Silverado, but I don't care. And then number 2, right on the rear, right. Slightly odd. I think that's all the tear stuff. This is a banged up diecast. I should strips just say that. Look at that rear end. It is destroyed. I don't necessarily remember what happened to Sanchez in this race, but yeah. Other than that, though, it's actually a pretty clean car. It's got a bunch of bare bond on the left side, and other than that, it's pretty clean. A little bit of splitter damage and stuff, but a grass pickup there as well. Very matte finish as well. This is actually a very solid diecast. And this is probably the last number 2 diecast we're ever going to get. Because I think, isn't Malozzi in the 2 truck now or something? It's some really bad driver, I feel like, that they're not at the front at all. I also think this is our first number 2 truck since the Sheldon Creed Championship, I think. Which I have. But I didn't bring to review. Instead, I brought another Indy car. The Colton Herta 2022. That's 2022, sorry. Very similar to the color scheme again, similar to that Connor Busch and Zach Veach comparison. Gainbridge has beautiful colors, though. I love these colors. Of all sponsors, I think these ones also stand out the most. Except for when you put your white Indy car, when you put your Indy car with a white front nose and it has no look to a Gainbridge car. That's a bit annoying. Oh, that's not gonna hold, is it? Nope. That is not gonna hold. A lot more blue on this car, which I actually kind of liked, but at the same time, I didn't like the blue necessarily on the Indy car. But it looks good. But it looks good on the truck. So there we go. Did I destroy any of it? Nope. It's pretty solid. Weird enough, continuing on this whole Spire gets way too many truck diecast. This is theoretically a Spire truck, which is probably why it was so good in 2024. Yeah, it is a Spire. I think it's a Spire prepped Rev Racing truck. Not completely sure though. It's kind of like a duo team, I guess we could call it. But you know, at least it's a new number in a way. A new number with a new sponsor with a new driver, I should say. It's not a new number though. For me, it's kind of a new number though, because the Creed truck I have is the championship banner one, which ruined the entire truck for me. So maybe that's what I mean. This was also released in the Gold Series though. So if you can't find it in the Winter Circle line, you can probably buy it somewhere online. I don't know. I don't buy from online stores anymore. I buy from Target, and maybe at the track if I'm lucky. But it is a pretty nice truck. I don't have much else to say though. Like, Nick's done okay in Xfinity this year. He did okay-ish in trucks. I think the 2 wins helped his season be a lot better than I think it actually was, in my opinion. But he got the wins, and that's all that really matters. As long as you win, you're in the playoffs. And from there, anything's a win at that point. But yeah, also, why is there no confetti on this car? Why is it only the Daytona 500 when it gets confetti now? Is that just that? Has that always been a thing? Is it because these guys always got to reuse this truck and they don't want to clean off the confetti? Why is that? I don't think I've ever had a truck diecast with confetti. Even like the championship winner doesn't have it, I don't think. That is so weird. Has it only ever been Cup that has confetti? Learn something new every day, I guess, because like the Hill win over here doesn't have one confetti. Yeah, that's weird. I kind of hate that. NASCAR, what are we doing? Although at least it makes all these trucks look somewhat decent in a stop motion. Because everyone has authentic trucks now in their stop motions, because a lot of these are exclusives. This one isn't, but the Ross Chastain Darlington win is, I think, lately. The Raja got made in like 3 different versions, but those are pretty hard to find. The Kyle Bushes, a lot of people can buy the Gold Series, but I think a lot of people will just buy the Winter Circle versions instead. But that's it for this one. Not much else to talk about. It's a good truck, but I mean, Nick Sanchez isn't very much really talked about. I'll wait till he does a barrel roll or something. If I should, then I could maybe make this video better. But it's fine. Comment, like, subscribe.